Hello everyone, welcome to my new video. My name is Dan, and in today's video I will be telling you what are the top 5 mistakes beginners make. I'll try to keep this video short, so let's start with the mistake number 1 the beginners make, and that is incorrect expectations. Many beginners come into the trading world by watching people on YouTube, as I've said many times, flashing their Lambos, lifestyles, mansion, huge amounts of money, and based on that they create incorrect expectations. They believe that they can achieve all of that, which is amazing. You should believe that you will achieve all of that. However, they think that they will do it in a very short period of time and that this is possible for absolutely every single person who goes into trading, which it is, don't get me wrong. However, as I've said many times before, the statistic is against you, and coming onto that level of being a multi-millionaire only from trading is very, very hard, and it is reserved for that 1% of people in the world who are very, very, very successful in trading. And you should be striving to be in that 1%. Of course, you should give it best shot, right? Do not come with the incorrect expectations by thinking I will just come with $1,000 in the financial market, or $5,000 or $10,000, and I will turn into $1 million within a year, and then from there I'll just make $100 million and that's it. It is very, very, very difficult to be consistently profitable in trading. It is very, very difficult business. It is very risky. The riskiest form of trading is day trading. So in order to be successful in the long run, as I've said many times, you need a lot of stuff in place, but the first thing that you need is correct expectations. So first, coming into the trading, you need to consider it as a hobby or a side hustle or whatever, which potentially can bring you some money in the long run. If you start off by thinking of trading like a hobby or something that you like doing on the side in your free time, eventually you will get to like it and you will give your 100% in order to try and make it work. But do not leave your job. Do not consider it as a full-time job right off the bat. This is where many people make mistakes. They have some savings on the side. They're already tired of the 9-to-5 jobs and they're like, I'm just gonna get into trading, I don't care, I'm just gonna quit, I'm gonna go right into trading and I'm gonna make some money. No, consider it as a side hustle, consider it as a hobby. Once you learn it and practice it over time, you will see if the trading is actually for you. Because many people, when they start trading first, they have these expectations of making a lot of money, but then they get stressed out and burn out very, very fast, and they quit very fast after that. So don't be one of those people. Take it as a hobby and then continue from there. The number 2 mistake that I see a lot of new traders make is jumping into real money trading without any knowledge or experience. Guys, this is very important. Do not do that. Demo account is there for a reason. I know a lot of you hate paper trading, and I know a lot of you are like, yeah, but paper trading excludes emotion. The emotion is the most difficult part of trading. Only by using real money you will have that emotion struggle and you will see the real game, how it works. But please, you have time. You have enough time. Practice your strategy. Perfect your strategy. Find your niche. A lot of people don't even find their niche in day trading. Yes, there's different niches that you can go to. You can trade low cap, mid cap, large caps, penny stocks. You can trade indexes, futures, options. There's many types of day trading. So try to find your niche, experiment it, then perfect your strategy. And only after you perfect your strategy for a long period of time, see that it actually brings you consistent profits, then go into real money trading. Yes, I know a lot of you will not even listen to this. Of course you won't. I didn't do it either. I jumped in straight with the real money trading, and of course I made a lot of mistakes. You will too. So if you think that this is the way to learn, that you need to burn your skin by playing the game how it's played, right? Go for it. However, at least start very small, because at the beginning you will be losing money. So better to lose small amounts of money and have that emotion control than to burn out a lot of money and then not recovering from that. A lot of people don't even recover from these big losses that you make in the beginning, and they never step into trading again because they get damaged psychologically after huge losses, after losing a lot of money, and they get into the fear mode and they cannot step for the trading desk again ever. You don't want to do that to yourself, so please perfect your strategy and start small. Now, the mistake number 3 logically is not sticking to your strategy long enough. I see so many people, and including myself, and all these things I did myself, and that's why I'm sharing with you in order to skip these steps and not make the same mistakes as I did and many other traders did. People are switching strategies too fast. They do not even perfect one strategy to its fullest potential and they already go to another one, or they have a couple of losing days or a month and suddenly they say to themselves, nah, this strategy strategy doesn't work anymore, I'm just gonna move to something else. Not a single strategy will work 100% all of the time for a prolonged or extended period of time. You just have to come to realization and you have to be in peace with that. You don't want to start trading low caps and then move to mid caps, then move to futures, then move to options. Yes, that's okay if you're still in exploring phase and doing it on a demo account. That's fine. But if you started with the real money trading, you have your strategy and then you just had a couple of bad days, you don't need to switch up your strategy right away. Log your trades, analyze them as you go, and only then make data-driven conclusions, because you cannot just make a conclusion based on 2 bad days or a bad week or a bad month. No, this is not enough long period of time. So sometimes it's not even up to the strategy. It is up to your risk and money management. And I would say that even more a percent of the time it is your risk and money management that it is your strategy. Your strategy might be good, but if your strategy is only making 5% gains while losing 15% gains, as I spoke in the last video, of course it will not work. You will never be profitable that way. So stick to your strategy, find your niche, perfect it, be in it long enough without even having to have a look at your algorithm or your set of rules, and that is the only way you will succeed. On the same note, invest in your knowledge, read a lot, find some good books by accredited investors or traders, find clips online, videos like these. That's why I built this channel, to help beginners start off the right foot. Gather good quality information, and once you have this base, the understanding of basic stuff, that is when you build a trading plan, and that is where you build your trading algorithm and start testing it, back testing it, looking how it works and finding your strategy. Don't be afraid even buying some courses, investing money in it. If you find some reputable traders that sell good courses and that a lot of people had good reviews on, then why not? At the end of the day, you will spend your money in the financial markets. So instead of throwing it in the market at the beginning, I would rather invest into some good books or trading courses than starting off with a big capital and not knowing what to do. Now let's move on to the trading mistake number 4 that traders make, and that is scaling or sizing up too fast. You don't want to scale up or size too fast, because this is how you blow an account. I see so many beginners who size up too fast and try to scale their account when they are not ready for it, okay? So do not increase your leverage, do not overtrade and make huge big orders if you're not ready for them financially and mentally, because you will make mistakes, you will lose a lot of money, you will not follow your risk and money management, you will start increasing your stop loss because you do not want to make a loss, right? Because position is too big, so you're just gonna be increasing a stop loss a little more if it goes against you, thinking I'm just gonna give it some more room to breathe, and boom, before you know it, you're gonna be breaking your rules, like 1% or whatever is your risk and money management, because you will be making too big of a gap, or you will be making too much space. The stop loss will be huge, will be somewhere down the road, right? And that's how you'll blow your account, by increasing your leverage because you thought, no worries, I have this covered, this is gonna work, I'm just gonna increase my stop loss a bit more. No, your stop loss should be fixed. If it's hit, it's hit, that's it. You wait for the next trade setup, you go on to the next trade setup. But it happened to me as well. As I've said, I started making some money, right? And I started increasing my leverage, increasing my positions, going all in literally on certain trades, and I was sweating. I didn't feel well. I was panicking because every single candle that goes against you, trust me, it hurts. Every single red candle is like somebody's poking you with a needle in the eye. So it's painful to watch, right? Because you don't want to lose money. However, that is a big sign that you went too much, and that you should be reducing your position size, and that you should not over invest that much in a single position. Another sign is, of course, if you, let's say, holding your position overnight and then you go to sleep, you wake up literally in the middle of the night just to check your phone to see how the trade is going. So if you cannot sleep with a peace of mind, that means that definitely you're too big of a size position for the trade. So avoid that, reduce it, and go make consistent winners, small winners, and even smaller losers. And that's how you will have a peace of mind. You will be confident, you will not be panicking, you will see a clearer picture. Because another mistake that happens is when you size up too quickly and when you're not ready for it, you just want to trade and you see some setups that are not there. You actually see some imaginary setups and you trade something randomly. And later on, when you will analyze it, you will understand that you didn't literally see anything there. There was nothing there. It was only your brain, because you were in a too big of a position and you just didn't want to tell yourself that you were wrong. Who likes to be wrong? Nobody likes to be wrong. And then you traded some stupid trade which was totally not worth it, and then you ended up losing a lot of money. So yeah, you want to avoid that. If you're sweating, if you're being super nervous, if you're panicked, that means that your position is too big. Lower it, go small, perfect your strategy, and over time slowly increase it, slowly, gradually increase it. And trust me, before you know it, it will compound and you will make more money than ever before. And the last tip, number 5, which I'm going to be sharing for you today, is following fake gurus and signal rooms. Yes, I know we've all went to those chat rooms, signal rooms, Discord groups, right? We've all paid for subscriptions and all this stuff, right? Some of them are really good. Some of those people really know what they're doing. I'm not saying that you should avoid 100% that stuff. Me personally, I am against signal rooms because you want to learn the skill yourself. You don't want somebody else to give you signals. You're not controlling anything. You're just blindly following somebody else's rules, and you will never learn the skill. You will never be confident enough to trade on your own. So at the end of the day, if that person ever decides to stop giving signals or increase the price that you cannot afford it anymore or anything else, then you're left on your own and without any knowledge, without any experience. You just know how to follow signals, click, buy and sell at the times when somebody tell you. Not to mention that most of those people actually don't know what they're doing. I've been in many chat rooms, in many signal rooms, and trust me, a lot of them or most of them don't know what they're doing. As I've said, there are some exceptions. There are people who really know what they're doing and they're doing it for a living, right? And they provide really good trade ideas, signals, etc. But they will break it down for you to understand it exactly why they're entering this trade. They will give you a full explanation. They will not just send you a signal and say buy now, sell now, whatever. No, they will give you a full breakdown and logic behind every single trade, and they will tell you why exactly they set up the stop loss to where they set it up, and they will tell you exactly why they set up a take profit where they set it up. So these people are professional, and yes, they do know what they're doing. However, it is very hard to find the right ones because there's so many fake gurus on the internet, so many fake people who's gonna tell you some fake stuff that they didn't go through, or they may be copy pasting it from another chat room. You know, so many people are actually doing this. They go to other chat rooms that are paid, copy paste their trades into their own chat room, right, and give signal to people and charge it. I mean, you know how it goes. The internet nowadays is literally a wild west, and you need to be very careful, and you need to follow people and see and judge it yourself. Are they actually valuable ones based on their knowledge and based on their results? People will show you the results if they're legit. So yeah, that will be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Be careful out there. Those are the 5 top mistakes that I've made and that a lot of new traders are making. So try to avoid them, try to go past them, try to lower your risk in trading, because trading is extremely stressful and risky business. So you want to make those risks at a minimum, you want to keep them at minimum, and you don't want to go and blow your account after an account after an account and never learn anything. Trading is one of those businesses where you can spend 12 hours a day in front of your PC, continue trading and still lose money and never learn because you are not willing to change. You're not willing to adapt, you're not willing to change your strategy to the current market conditions. And a lot of people actually end up doing this. They think that if they just dedicate their time and money that they will learn magically someday. No, that's why 90-something% of people is not actually successful, because they never change, they never adapt their strategy. You need to keep up with the market and the market conditions. The market conditions change. However, the big macro logic behind it stays the same. And when you realize how does it work, and when you realize how does the system work, how the algorithms work online, trust me, you will beat the system and you will be making consistent gains. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button and notification bell to get notified whenever the new video comes out. And the next video, I will be sharing top 5 free tools for beginners to use in the trading markets. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.